It's Saturday, 13th of June, 2026. So, today's story is about one of my cousins. He's my first cousin. It's got to do with getting these signs from God, I guess, or from the angels, or from wherever they're coming from in order for me to continue to do these videos. I'm 100% sure it's God, because he told me in 2025 to catch up, and I thought I caught up, but you're never caught up. You got to keep going. So, I did the other two stories to show you the first and second sign. This is the third sign. About maybe 4 or 5 years ago, my first cousin, he was at home and all that stuff, and then death came, not to him, but to his brother. And my sister and I, the one that passed away in 2025, December 7th, went over to see him. And he was in pretty sad shape. You lose a loved one and you know it's going to hurt. In 2019, I lost my mother, and it took me a couple years to get back, to being semi-normal. You never forget when you lose a loved one. It's always going to be there. You deal with it and you move on. And this is what I was trying to do with my cousin. And my sister, youngest sister of them all, because I have 4 of them, so this is the youngest one. She goes, "You know what, you should help him. He needs help." And I said, "Yeah, he does." So slowly but surely, I started visiting him more often. And then I started to think of a plan to make him feel better about himself and ideas like that, because he was a homebody. He never went anywhere. He was on a lot of different kind of medications. He was a diabetic. And he's on heart pills, he's on high blood pressure pills, a whole bunch of other pills. I don't know what they were, but he needed them to survive. So it went on, and I kept trying to help him. I thought about some ideas. There's this pro-line gambling thing. I said we don't spend too much, the lottery, not too much, and we just play together. He's not rich, but he's not poor. He's, middle class, let's say. So money's good, not good, it's okay. But anyway, we're doing that just for fun, to keep him busy, and it took up maybe 5 minutes of my morning to 15 minutes of my morning before I started visiting the rest of the people I normally visit. So anyway, this went on for a year or two, and then his mom passes away. And so he gets down again, and I try to get him back up again and get him feeling good about himself again. And this goes on for a while as well. We're doing the same thing, stuff like that. And I'm doing these videos at this time, and I tell him about them, and he gives me some ideas of how to do certain things different ways and stuff like that. And I appreciate his input and all that. And I continue to go on, and I'm trying to keep him going. He was hardly ever going out. And then after his mom passed again, he did the same thing where he didn't go anywhere, and I'd have to help him out, right? So later, he started going out a little bit. Go to the store, go to the liquor store, go to the grocery store, stuff like that. So I started to become a little bit normal, which was good. It was really good. And this went on for a while. And then I'm getting close to being the end of my videos, like I thought was last year, 2025, at the beginning of 2026. And I was telling him, yeah, I'm going to think of different things to do on the videos as well. And he said that's a good idea. So already had the car accident. I'm already doing physio, and feeling better myself, and I'm working at it. So I'm going to see him one morning, and we were supposed to play the lottery and some pro-line tickets. And this was about maybe 3-4 weeks ago, approximately. And he's not there. His car's not there. And sometimes, he won't answer the door for a day or two because he gets into some of those depressions or stuff like that people sometimes get. And I realized that. And he told me if I don't answer the door in 4 days to bust it down. I said, okay. But this wasn't the case this time. His car wasn't there at all. So I know he won't leave anywhere without his car. And He drives an expensive car, so it's a Mercedes. So I was worried about him. He wasn't there the first day. The second day, I said, okay, I contacted his brother, and he says, yeah, that's odd, because he's usually home by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at the latest. He never stays out a full night, like he'll do shopping and stuff like that, but he doesn't go anywhere, really. So he started to worry about him, too. And this was Friday. And then Saturday, no sign of him. We tried calling all his friends and all the people we know, and I contacted his brother. His brother didn't even know he wasn't there the night before or the Saturday night, and he wanted to go to the cottage, but he started worrying. So Sunday, he figures, okay, that's 3 days, and we're going to contact the authorities and tell them we haven't seen him in 3 days, and this is not his routine. It's not the way he does things. So we were worried about him. And sure enough, his brother never ended up going to the cottage. He ended up staying because he wanted to, find out about his brother. He was worried about him too, and I was worried about him as well. So another day passes, and then I say to God, I say, listen, you know what? I'm going to do the cards. I got these coin things that I can ask questions to. Did the candle. I did all the things that I know about my psychic ability to find out if he's okay. And it said yes. It said he's okay, like he's alive. And after 4 days without his insulin, without his heart pills, without his high blood pressure pills, all the medications he's on, there's a good chance wherever he is, he's not going to survive. Because as far as we knew, he didn't bring nothing with him. And I said to God, I said, listen, you know what? If you make sure he's alive, I'll continue to do these videos. And sure enough, the fourth day, around 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, he showed up. And sure enough, he didn't bring any of his medications with him. And he didn't answer the phone the next day or the door the next day. So it's like 5 days missing. So, I was very, very worried. But then I was very, very happy that he wasn't hurt or dying or anything like that. And I can't say his name because we don't say any names about people that way. They're safe. Just that he's my first cousin. He's approximately the same age as I am. And he's alive. And now I'm going to keep doing these videos. Because I thought I was caught up, but I'm not. I keep making mistakes in this stuff. It's not a science, that's for sure. It's faith. And the next one I'm going to do is to break up the very first one I did, because there's too much information in it and hard to process. So I'm going to make 3 videos out of the very first one. And the reason I did them like that is because I was trying to catch up, because God asked me, he goes, I want you to get, well, not God, it was the angels at first that asked me, told God. And they said, we want you to get it done by 2023, 40 videos. And I didn't achieve that goal, because I thought, first of all, I didn't know I had to broadcast them. Second of all, I death happens and you get down and you get depressed. And my mom died 2019, and it took me a couple years just to get back to normal. Yeah, that's my video for today. I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes. I hope you guys understand this. All right, bye. It's Birdy.